Welcome to the Fumbles Podcast, where we go deep into real life entrepreneur struggles and comeback strategies. I'm your host, Dahmari Taplin, and today we are joined by the author of Emotions for a Bigger God. It's a faith-based poetic anthology. He's also a chemical engineer student at North Carolina A&T. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Jayden Pope. So what's up, Jayden?
How you doing?
You're doing good, bro. Where you located? What city are you from? Where you live, and all that good stuff.
I'm from Hosky, North Carolina, but I grew up in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay. So wait. Where did you say you live currently?
Greensboro, North.
Greensboro. Okay. Cool. I just want to make sure I had that right.
So,
Uh, so yeah, are you like an entrepreneur or anything like that? Do you have like any type of business?
I don't currently have a business, but coming out of college, once I graduate, that's definitely something I would look into doing.
Okay, that's cool. So what type of business do you think you would be interested in? Just want to ask you that question.
Um, Honestly, just in any capacity where I could help people. Honestly, like I haven't zeroed in yet, but I do want to service people.
All right, cool. Well, whenever you look into, start that business, make sure you hit me up, because I do help. I
So.
help startup community. I got a whole mobile app to help entrepreneurs find business partners. So when you're ready to find your co-founder, somebody to take your idea and, you're going to need a partner. Once you get to that certain stage, you're going to need a co-founder or CMO, something like that. So just make sure you hit me up. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, for sure. So tell me about your book. Your book. What's the name of it? And what made you write this book?
Yes, sir. So it's called Emotions for a Bigger God. It's a poetic anthology, which is just a collection of poetry, basically. Um,
Okay.
what made me write it? Honestly, it didn't start out as a book. It just was my personal writings. I
Mm-hmm.
started writing poetry and kind of like mixing it in with my faith with God. And it would be like kind of like communication pieces between me and God, me voicing my opinions, voicing my feelings to Him, and just a development throughout, as just seeing how our relationship developed through that.
Mm-hmm.
And the book just kind of shows the journey of me finding God and everything I dealt with, the good and the bad throughout, and just how voicing my emotions, my opinions, my things of God, giving them to Him, actually helped me out in the long run.
So you telling me that this started off as like a journal, and you were just
Yes.
kind of, and you were just finding your path, like just through life and what your daily goals and stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
That's interesting because, I'm writing a book right now too. I've been writing it for like many years. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it's just about my journey to success. And
Hmm.
like you said, same thing for me. It kind of started off as a journal. It was like it was a to-do list, and it just kept growing and it came with more notes and it just became, it was one day that I committed that says this day moving forward, I'm going to document my journey to success. So that's how I started my book too.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. So what exactly, how long did it take you to like, how long you been writing this?
Believe it or not, these were all written in a matter of like 5 months, 6 months.
Five
Um,
months.
yeah, and they kind of, like I said, they were never supposed to be a book. They were just a collection. I was just writing, and as I began to share more of my writings with people, um, they kind of start throwing it at me like, you should put these
Mhm.
together. You should share these like on a mass scale, basically. And sure enough, I never really intended them to all be together, just in
Hmm.
general. But the more I actually read them through myself, I saw how much they flowed, and I saw how much they
Right.
told my story, basically. And my
So let me
story.
ask you a question.
Mhm.
So when you was writing your book, did you like kind of write with pen and paper or pencil and paper, or did you type it in the laptop?
I wrote with. I love. I like writing in cursive, so I'll start there. So I write everything in cursive when it comes to when I'm writing things like thoughts off my head and stuff. So I love the action of the pen hitting the paper. It kind of makes me it helps me think. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, same for me, but where I'm kind of stuck at is like now that I wrote this long book, I have to go back and have to type everything. You know,
yeah.
did you have to go back and type everything or did you pay somebody else to do it?
I actually did it myself.
How long did it take you to do that?
It didn't take. I'll add this part in as well. So after I wrote every poem, I in the following days I would go and type it because I always would print them out. I did keep like because papers and stuff can get lost and stuff. So I just in my head I was just like, let me type these and print them out and put them in a binder or something. So it's crazy. It kind of developed on its own.
Yeah. So, what was like the biggest struggle that you had, as an author, writing your book? What was like the biggest roadblock?
The biggest struggle I would say um was definitely a fight within of I know my ability when it comes to writing. I've always been a good writer, whether that be school papers or just writing poetry, any type of literature. Um, but the biggest struggle for me, I would say, was not feeling qualified to be an author. I didn't really think I'm 21 years old. I haven't even graduated college yet. What do I have to tell people? What
Yeah, yeah,
why would people listen to me, basically? And it was really just overcoming that, like just overcoming the fact uh, that I have a voice. Though I haven't accomplished things, though I haven't reached certain statuses, that I do have a voice.
no, that's real, man, because that's a lot of the stuff that people struggle with, like it's like you write this whole book, but who's going to buy it? Who's going to want to buy it? Like, how do you motivate people to listen, hear you out, and give you their money to hear your story? Like, who does people love reading that much, or do they love you that much? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of
Hmm.
the fear when you write, and it's like, what am I even doing this for? You know what I'm saying? Is that how you kind of how you felt?
That's exactly how I felt, actually.
Yeah. So, have you had any sales yet with your book?
I definitely have. It really surprised me, actually.
And how did you get those sales? What you do?
So of course we got social media now, so just sharing it through social media, but also utilizing family and friends and the people that they know.
Mhm.
Um, and that's kind of what I've seen. Like it's kind of reached people that I would have never thought that would have even wanted the book.
Yeah.
So it really surprised me.
Okay. So what is success to look for? What does success look like as an author for you?
Um,
Like,
I think it's
do you have like a specific amount of books that you want to sell? Do you want to be an author, what you call it? Like when you in I don't even know when you not I ain't gonna say certified author, but when you in like New York something, I don't even know what it is. But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, sir. And that all sounds beautiful, but to be honest, I haven't even thought that far yet. I'm still just taking it. I'm still getting used to seeing my name on a book. I'll be honest.
Right, right. Okay, okay. Well, yeah, you definitely gotta find that goal because if you
Hmm.
don't got no goal out there, then you ain't gonna hit it.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
please,
sir.
man, get you at least say, I want to sell 1,000 books by, the end of the year or by, next year or whatever. So what has been like, what is it, has it been like? Because you have a publisher, right?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So what has that been like having a publisher?
It really, really helped. The people that published my book was God's Way Publishing,
Mhm.
and it it kind of
Wait, what do you say it was called?
God's Way Publishing.
God's Way Publishing.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yeah, and the founder of it, her name is Ellie. She really, just her presence alone really helped me overcome that very struggle that I had of not feeling qualified, not knowing if I'm even supposed to be sitting in this seat, basically.
Yeah.
And just the fact that, I mean, I could trust her to do what needs to be done for it to get
Is it
released.
expensive having a publisher? Because some people are scared of that alone, just going to get a publisher. Like it seemed like a lot of confusing stuff. Like, you know?
I honestly would just say it's kind of like about who you find. It's just like life in general. It's about like who you know and who you can find. There's definitely I've heard places where it gets very expensive, and also you're not getting your money's worth at the same time. But it's definitely is you just gotta kind of weigh the cost and weigh what you know that you want your book to do or the things that you want out of it.
So how did you find your publisher?
That was part of the people that I know. I actually was connected to her through a family member who knew I was thinking about writing a book, and it was like a match made in heaven.
So did you ever get close to like quitting like halfway through the book or something like that? Like, did you ever get
Um,
right half of it or get close to the end? Because a lot of times I hear like it's that final push or it's getting started. Like, what was the hardest part and like what kept you, first of all, what was the hardest part?
the hardest part was knowing when it was finished. It always felt like there was more I could put in there. Like I just felt like I could cram so much stuff into it. And in one aspect, it is true I could, but in the other, there's another aspect to it to where like leave some more room for something else. Kind of like in the future, I could have something else, but it was just knowing when to say when there was a stopping point.
So how did you figure that out?
Um, it just kind of it got to the point where it just flowed into an end, and it kind of got to the point where I was if I added anything else, I'd be forcing, and it just there was no need.
Okay, okay. So if you can give a new author some advice, what would that advice be? What would you give them?
um, Starting out, you do have a voice. And number two, just know your audience, know who you're trying to capture, and understand how you will help that audience. And from there, from those three things, put pen to paper.
So when you say, because here's a problem I'm struggling with right now. When you say like know your audience, like how do you figure out who your audience is exactly? Like because as far as like my audience, sometimes it just seems like my family and friends and people I met. Like, how do you get those new people to buy your book and people that you don't know? You know what I'm saying? Like to buy your product. Like, how do you get those people?
So of course the start is exactly what you said. The start is the people that you do know. And from there, just conversation, you learn things about people. You learn the commonalities that y'all have. You learn things that is not the same. And from there, you can get a grasp of what an audience would look like, how they would gravitate towards your product, and capturing the rest of those that you don't know. That also can come through networking, and also come through just the fact of you promoting it. Um, how are you promoting it? What methods are you using to promote it, and simply like you just stay on it, honestly.
No, I got you. So, like, this is what I want to know. Like, how did you keep that routine? How did you keep that routine going? Like, as far as like writing your book, because it was times like well, it's times. Some would say it was because it's times where I want to write and or I just want to go and type. Like, how do you get that schedule? Like, how do you get that daily routine? Like, how often did you write? Was it like weekly? You know what I mean? And if it was,
um,
what was your routine like,
Honestly, I can say it was sporadic, but it also, in a way, I can say it was daily. Um, and like I said, when I was originally writing, it really wasn't a book. But then even when it became a book, there was more I added to it. And in that time, it really was uh, just when things came to me, I just immediately I didn't waste time. Because you know how our brains work sometimes. It can come in and then be gone in the next.
So
But
you're the type of writer to keep your notebook on you
yep.
rather than okay, you keep your notebook on you rather than waking up and then pulling out your notebook and then writing some stuff and then you know what I mean? Because some people write in the morning, but and some people keep a notebook right in their backpack. So as soon as they think of something, they whip it out, start writing real quick. And some people just write before they go to sleep. So I was just wanting to know more about your routine, but. So I guess you kept your notebook on you. When it's time to write, you put it out and wrote something.
Yep. And worst case scenario, if I have my phone, I might have to open the notes app to type it
Right,
out.
right, right. Okay, okay. So outside of your book, well, with this book, do you plan on writing any more books, or is this your last one?
I actually do plan on writing another that'll be very similar. Another poetic anthology. I am at the turn of this year coming up, planning on starting going to therapy. Um, and with that, I do kind of me myself. Sometimes it's hard for me to articulate things.
Mhm.
And I just got the idea like that could be a great way I can communicate with my therapist through poetry. And with that, I can also document my journey through that with the help of therapy and the help of God. How just basically another documentation of growth in life, basically.
No, that is a very cool way to think about like your new stuff, you know what I mean? Because um no, that's crazy. I kind of lost track of what I was saying. But no, that's dope. So oh, for your second book. So yeah, because they people say that, you should write one book and then you should have a part two. And then after your part two, you write something on a different topic. Is that kind of like what your plan is?
Um, that honestly, I have to see how it goes, but that sounds like a great blueprint. So
That's that's what I
as of right
heard.
now, I'll say that's my plan.
That's what I kind of plan to do. That's what I heard was the best way. I don't know if it's the truth, but it sounds good to me, right? I mean, it sounds good. But anyway, so let me ask you a question. Have you checked out the Ziga app or that's my company. That's the logo. This is founded from us by Ziga. So I just want to ask, have you tried the Ziga app?
Actually, yes, I checked. I actually got to check it out this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I also created an account, and I really liked it. It's nice. It'll
Oh,
definitely be
that's
something I
dope.
could use in the future.
That's dope.
When I get in that space of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, man. So definitely hop on there and just put a voice note. Just introduce yourself to the community.
Mhm.
And I'm redoing the voice notes and stuff like that because I had a bug. I had to wipe them all out. But yeah, go ahead, introduce yourself in the middle tab, and I'm gonna make sure that everybody reach out to you. And I get you the premium membership. Just because you're a podcast, you're Founder Fumbles member, I get you a free membership.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You did a
yeah.
great job with it. It looks very nice.
Thanks. I appreciate it, man. It's still a lot of work to do. But if you have any feedbacks, please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so for everybody like watching this video and stuff, man, you gotta let everybody know like where to find you. What's your socials? Are you on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram? Like which one do you use the most?
I use Instagram the most.
Okay.
And my name on Instagram is Mog J. So it's MOG, then a dot, and then JAYY.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna get the information from you and put that, in the description and stuff. What about like LinkedIn? You got LinkedIn or Facebook?
I do have a LinkedIn. It's just my name up there.
Okay, okay, okay. Got you. And that's Jayden Pope, right?
Yes, sir. And I
Jayden
also
Pope.
have a
Okay.
Facebook, which is also just my name.
Okay, okay. And Facebook too? Okay, Facebook too. Cool. So how do we find your book on Amazon? Is it on Amazon? Where do we find the book?
Yep. So the book is on Amazon. It has a ebook version. There's a hard copy. And I also like to announce as well, during the holiday times, the ebook will be free. So to anybody that just
Ebook is
wants,
going to be free from what
yes.
day?
I can come back and get that information to you that you can share later. But yeah,
Please. Yes. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So we're gonna get the free. It'd be dope if it's like from, because I'm gonna release this video like probably 2 days from now. So if
okay.
it's like the whole month of December or something like that, that'd be dope, man. People would love that. Yeah. So but anyway, you got anything else you want to add? I think that's a wrap for the episode today.
Um, nah, just with this, I got a chance to check out just the whole channel and stuff, and I love it. I love what y'all are doing. I love that to be able to see your app is very nice.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
and but concerning myself, I don't have anything else.
All right, that's dope, man. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this Founder Fumbles episode, man. It was great having you as a guest. You got an extremely great personality. I'm gonna go check out your book. I'm definitely gonna try out the free version. If I love it, I promise I'll buy it. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll get the hard copy too, you know. But don't forget to get me back those, the dates so I can put that in the description and let
Yes,
everybody know
sir.
the book, you know. But anyway, thanks. That's a wrap for today's episode. Huge thanks to Jayden for sharing his journey with us. The highs, the lows, everything in between being an author. If his story or if his book inspired you by any way, shape, or form, please make sure you follow him. Check him out on, Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, one of those things. Go get his book. I'm gonna put that in the description. Just holler at Jayden, man. Just reach out to him. And don't forget, he is on the Ziga app. So check him out on there. It's probably gonna you make a voice note or something like that. But anyway, and please do not forget to like, subscribe to his video, and share it. Share it to somebody who think might want to connect with Jayden. I hear it really helps. But anyway, I'll catch y'all next time. Thank you, Jayden, for joining. Peace.
Yes, sir.